whole bunch of it starts right now. Hits from 2K and today. Being 92.7.
Get ready.
Ready to go.
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 Go. Go. Go. Go.
Being 92.7.
Welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. We're just going to jump right into it. Got a little bit of a late start on the pregame show, as in a rare showing, the JV game actually got done earlier than expected, which never happens. It's almost always later. But my apologies to everyone for jumping on a little bit late. But here we are in Breckenridge, as Breckenridge Cowboys set to take on the Frazee Hornets, which, this is going to sound crazy to anyone who's a longtime Cowboy listener. A little bit of a rivalry formed between these squads last year. I know that's crazy to say, and maybe that's even a stretch there, but these two teams split in the regular season and then had to square off in a playoff game, which was right here in the playoff opener. So if that doesn't brew a rivalry, I don't really know what does. But Breckenridge had a very long win streak on this Frazee program. And I think we tracked it down to like the mid-90s the last time that Frazee got a win off Breckenridge. So Breckenridge was, obviously stunned in an overtime loss to the Frazee Hornets, but they got to have the last laugh in a playoff game to keep their season alive, of course. So they're going to be the ones, or Frazee's going to be the ones coming in hungry tonight, of course, looking for revenge in that playoff game. And as always, not a whole lot of as we've said all year, not a whole lot of familiar faces on this Breckenridge squad. I don't think anybody that we're going to see tonight played in that playoff game by chance, but possibly Dylan Bernades might have been playing a little bit. But a whole new fresh face of fresh crew of Cowboys, of course, and coming in looking for their second win of the season. And Frazee also on the lower part of the Heart of Lakes Conference, so definitely a winnable game for the Cowboys. Should be a competitive one as well. We'll take our first break on this Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Come back with your injury report, which is brought to you by Optimum Rehab. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
No, not that.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
What? No, not that. You think of the Wilkin Drink and Eatery in Breckenridge. Their delicious half-pound burgers are unrivaled, and the best night to get them is when they're $3 off on Burger Night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
The Southern Valley's fastest internet is now available without a phone line. That's right, you can get fiber-fast internet from Red River Communications, no phone line required. It's been recognized as one of the fastest internet connections anywhere in the country. Whether you're streaming the latest movie or connecting with friends, FiberFast makes it go, well, faster. Stop the buffering suffering and visit getfiberfast.com or call Red River Communications at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
Welcome back to the Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bluffs here once again to let you guys know about the injuries we got in this game. Your injury report is brought to you by Optimum Rehab. Restore your health at Optimum Rehab. And just one injury report for Breckenridge, the one that we're going to have on this injury report all season long. That is Landon Bloffus. Probably going to have people say, why do you even have him on the injury report? He's not even going to play a single game this year. But, well, he's part of the team. He's on the roster. We got to let you know. And he was one of their key contributors last season. But Breckenridge has been a little banged up this year. So a brief injury report is something that they will definitely welcome. That is for sure in a season where at times they've had like 3 guys out of the lineup. So it's huge in basketball, obviously. 3 key contributors. That's like 30% of your guys you're going to. Actually, I don't even think they go 10 deep. So obviously want to stay healthy, and Breckenridge coming into this game as healthy as they're going to get this year. Everybody ready to rock, and I believe Dallin Ertz is even ready to go too, as he missed a large part of the beginning of the season. It should be good now. Frazee Hornets, they got everybody dressed. No injuries to report. And this injury report brought to you by Optimum Rehab. Restore your health at Optimum Rehab. We'll take another quick break. Come back with your starting lineups, which are brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
When you neglect your health, you're neglecting a lot more than just yourself. After all, a lot of people depend on you, your children, your significant other, your friends, and extended family. Your presence means a lot to many different people. CHI St. Francis Health is here for you. Get your yearly mammogram scheduled at CHI St. Francis Health. They are open and ready for you. Call 701-643-0238 to schedule. CHI St. Francis, caring for you and about you.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Hey everybody, this is Ward Cater with Vision Ford in Wahpeton, North Dakota. My sales team and I are pleased to let you know that we have a great new vehicle inventory here and on its way. We have Super Duties, F-150s, Explorers, Bronco Sports, and even the full-size Bronco available for purchase. There's no better time than now to buy the vehicle of your dreams. My name is Ward Cater with Vision Ford in Wahpeton, North Dakota, and I want to be your dealer for life. Please visit us at drivewithvision.com. That's drivewithvision.com.
Back and neck pain can keep you from enjoying the things you love. At Essentia Health, our team of spine care specialists will evaluate your symptoms and create a tailored treatment plan that fits your lifestyle. You will get the expert care you need when you need it. Working together, we can get you back to the activities you love. This is Essentia Health Spine Care, like nowhere else. EssentiaHealth.org.
More Engineering has been dedicated to finding sustainable engineering solutions for cities like Wahpeton for more than 60 years. They offer a wide range of services, including civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental services that advance the region's infrastructure. As a 100% employee-owned company, they are committed to providing quality projects and building relationships in the communities they serve. Visit moreengineeringinc.com to learn more or stop by their location in Wahpeton. More Engineering, improving lives by building strong communities. Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wahpeton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency. Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Going to be wrapping it up pretty soon here as the starting lineups are being announced. I better get you your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. And we'll start off with the Frazee Hornets. Kale Oshak wears number 10, a 6-foot junior. He is joined by Mark Jaruzelski, a 6'6 junior, wears number 20. Almost forgot about Max Matika, wears number 13. Actually, Alex Helmers wears number 13. My apologies. He is a 5'9 and a sophomore. Wearing number 22 is Nathan Johansson, a 6'6 senior. And Jonathan Parsons, rounding it out with number 23, is a 6-foot senior. So got a decent amount of height on this roster. Pair of very tall dudes, and Breckenridge obviously kind of goes with their small ball lineup. And they go like this. Jack Johnson wears number 4. He's a 5'8 senior for this squad, kind of senior leader. Dylan Bernadez, a 6'2 junior, wears number 5. Cam Nito also in the starting lineup, a 5'11 junior, wears number 22. Colin Roberts rocking number 24, a 6-foot senior, and rounding it out, Alex Sanchez in the middle. Alex Sanchez kind of moved over to the center this year with all the injuries to the front court. He's a 6'2 junior, rocks number 54, so he's got a center's number at least. You know, even though he doesn't look like your prototypical center. And as I said, they got some height in this lineup. Who's going to be jumping is Nathan Johansson, who I said is 6'6". And jumping for the Cowboys, it's going to be Alex Sanchez. They kind of got this a little front heavy with a lot of guys in front of Sanchez, a lot of people behind the Frazee jumper. And we are ready to rock. Frazee wins the opening tip. Helmers bringing the ball up. Bernadez guarding the point. Helmers dribbles over to the left side. Bernadez getting ready to try to poke it loose, but instead switches off the screen. It's swung around the perimeter over to Oshak. Oshak, familiar name to Breckenridge fans. You realize there's an Oshak connection in Frazee, and we're going to get a travel to start off this game. They went into the post, one of their big men. It was Mark Jaruzelski. Jaruzelski, the 6'6 junior. And now Breckenridge is going to have a turnover of their own. A little bit of a miscue. Helmers puts up the 3 with the left hand, off the mark. Rebounded inside and put home by Johansson. Nathan Johansson showing off the height advantage there. Jack Johnson breaks the press. Kicks it out to the corner to Sanchez. He's going to put up a triple to start this off. Off the mark, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to Bernadez. Bernadez over to Johnson. Jack Johnson dribbles over to the right side. Gets it up to Cam Nito near the top of the key. Nito gets it over to Roberts. Roberts back to Johnson. Remember, no shot clock in Minnesota. We're not going to have one for a few years. Breckenridge can take as much time as they want. They got till halftime. Colin Roberts tries to dish it off to a back-cutting Nito. A lot of passing going on here. Looking for a great shot to start this off. Sanchez from the top of the key for three. Off the backboard and then the rim. Nito had the rebound, but then tried to dish it off, but it's stolen away. A pair of offensive rebounds on that possession, but turned into nothing. Frazee looking to add to this 2-0 lead on your Carl's Family Insurance scoreboard, and they do it with a nice Euro from Jonathan Parsons. Set himself up for the short jumper. Bernades getting inside. Doesn't care about the height. He drives right at him, but it is rebounded by the Hornets. And now trying to get back-to-back buckets, but dishes it off instead, actually. Sanchez tries to get the rebound, but looks like Frazee got the offensive board, and then they're going to call jump ball. So bringing in the muscle now. Dallin Ernst and the big bad Gavin Peterson as well. Gavin Peterson, I've said this multiple times on the air, he's a fullback in football, plays like it in basketball too. Dallin Ernst, an outstanding lineman for the Cowboys, coming in and has the pass go right off his hands out of bounds. Gavin Peterson, often referred to as Petey, gives them some toughness on the inside, but right now he's actually playing on the perimeter. And a loose ball gets picked off by Johnson eventually, but then he turns it over. And now a runner on the left side, and they're going to call an offensive foul. A little surprising. Looked like he was kind of still moving on that one. That is the first of what might be many charges taken by Colin Roberts in this ball game. That's kind of his shtick. And Colin Roberts gets it into Johnson. Cowboys still looking for their first points. 15:30 remaining under Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4-0, Frazee in the lead. Looking to avenge a playoff loss from last year. Gavin Peterson with the ball on the right wing. Gets it up to Dallin Ernst. Kind of by the top of the key. Swings it over to Roberts. Too much from Colin Roberts this year. But he's showing he can be a threat out there as well. Cuts the lead to 1, 4-3 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 14:55 remaining. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, that is our Red River Communications scoreboard. Frazee trying to hit a back-cutting Hornet player, and it's going to get tied up for a jump ball. Colin Roberts, I don't even think he was looking at the ball. He just kind of was looking at his defender and saw the ball kind of drop right into the breadbasket. A few substitutions for the Hornets. You got George Flynn, Dylan Selly, and Ian Cottrell. I remember seeing quite a bit of George Flynn last year in the lineup. Very athletic kid. Bringing him off the bench to bring some energy, I guess. And a nice jumper by Nathan Johansson, his second bucket. Dylan Bernades looking to get downhill. Shot is off the mark when he goes for the layup. Gavin Peterson's shot is blocked. And he just wants to go up with it so bad, despite the height advantage. Just kicks it out to Jack Johnson, off the mark, and rebounded by Johansson. Johansson's definitely shown himself as a standout in this game so far. As Flynn looks to drive. Or no, that's actually Kale Oshak. So 6-3 your score. Hornets with the advantage. 14-12 remaining in this opening half in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Johansson with a little baseline oop. They threw it from the baseline off the inbound, I should say. Colin Roberts now has the ball. Bring it up on the left side. Looking to get downhill. Kicks it out to Peterson. Gavin Peterson up to Dallin Ernst near the top of the key. Swings it over to Dylan Bernades on the left wing. Bernades up to Roberts. Roberts swings it over to Ernst on the right wing. Ernst skip pass over to Gavin Peterson on the left wing as Sanchez gets ready to check back into the game. Gavin Peterson, nice drive to the hoop. Puts up the right-handed scoop on the left side, but they're going to say it was on the ground. Showing how crafty you can be getting that shot off. And Frazee, looks like they're going to be going 9 deep. They got another one in that we haven't seen yet. A freshman, 6-foot freshman, I should say, Asher Blaine. One of 2 freshmen on this roster. They also got an 8th grader that dresses for the varsity. Johnson gets it into Sanchez. Sanchez with a nice fake. And then has it stripped away by Flynn. Flynn looking to get out and run. Puts up a shot, and he draws the foul. 8-3 your score here in Breckenridge. Frazee in the lead. 13:33 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gavin Snyder getting ready to check in for his first action of the game. Flynn's free throw is up off the back iron. And Gavin Snyder showed himself as a good energy player off the bench for this squad. He comes in, he's ready to shoot when he does come in. George Flynn gets a free throw drop. Makes it a 9-3 game. And what did I tell you? Snyder goes baseline, draws a foul. Going up for a shot. It's kind of the spark plug for this group. Cowboys student section, very nice attendance. The whole Breckenridge girls team here. Got a bit of a whiteout theme. All rocking their white t-shirts. Snyder gets first one to drop. And their custom t-shirts. And it looks like we got a lot of strange phrases on it. I can't even read it, but it's something different for every shirt. 1-for-2 trip. So both teams start off 1-for-2 at the charity stripe. 9-4 your score here in Breckenridge. Frazee in the lead. 13:18 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got the freshman going into the paint. Alex Sanchez saying welcome to varsity basketball. Swats it away, but then it's recovered by Frazee, and a foul is drawn as Flynn tried to put it up. Looks like Dylan Bernades got tagged with the foul as Cam Nito is getting ready to go back in. Wouldn't be too surprised if he's going in for Bernades. He just picked up his second foul. Flynn using that athleticism to get to the rim and get to the free throw line. His second trip already. And he hasn't been in the game very long. Just checked in a bit ago. And he has a 2-for-2 trip. So 3-for-4 to start off this game at the charity stripe. 11-4. Frazee in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gavin Peterson ends up losing his dribble. Made a nice move to get past his defender. Now Flynn is out and running. Goes up for it on the right side, or left side with the right hand, and gets it to drop for two. Cam Nito gets behind the defense, but ends up dribbling it out of bounds. Tough break for the Cowboys. George Flynn bringing a lot of great energy off the bench. He's got a quick 5 points, and we have a timeout. We'll take a quick one with him. Your score, Frazee 13, Breckenridge 4. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
No, not that.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
What? No, not that. You think of the Wilkin Drink and Eatery in Breckenridge. Their delicious half-pound burgers are unrivaled, and the best night to get them is when they're $3 off on Burger Night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowboys trailing Frazee 13-4 to start this game off. Just under 13 minutes left to play in this opening half. And we got to do a quick inspection of the book. Not 100% sure why, but I'm sure I'll get an explanation at one point. I think they're trying to see if one of the players was listed in both books. And it is established that a lot of fuss for nothing. Frazee now rolling, 12:55 remaining. The Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this first half. And it looks like Snyder's going to try to pick it away from Flynn. Flynn dishes it off. Gets skipped over to the left corner, or left wing. Now up to Flynn. Swings it over to the right side to Dylan Selly. Selly over to Mark Jarzewski. Jarzewski being guarded by Nito. Flynn now being guarded by Sanchez, or by Snyder. They go inside, and Sanchez comes away with a nice steal. Looking to get out and run. Nice little spin move to get by Selly. Just it over to Snyder. Thought about the triple. Drives inside instead. Nice dribble kick. Sanchez, I got them mixed up twice now, trying to get to the charity stripe, and he succeeds. So Alex Sanchez looking for his first points of the game. Cowboys only got 4 points. 3 of them coming on a Colin Roberts triple. Sanchez to put up the free throw. And off the mark on the right side. And checking in for the ball game, Alex Selmers, along with Cale Oshak. Oshak, a junior. Helmers, a sophomore in the starting five. Sanchez has that one go off the front iron, so an 0-for-2 trip when the Cowboys are desperate for some points. Oshak dishes over to Flynn. Flynn with a nice mid-range jumper. Sanchez might have got a piece of that. Saved by a Frazee player. Now Flynn dishes it over, but it goes between the legs of his teammate. And now Breckenridge got a nice trap here, but Frazee wisely takes a timeout. Great job saving his player from turning it over there by head coach Ryan Vegan. Take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowboys taking on the Frazee Hornets. Your score is 13-4. You know, I know that we just double-checked with the book. That is apparently what the coaching staff would like to check to make sure we have the right score. Only 17 points have been scored. That cracks me up a little bit. 11:40 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nice drive to the hoop. Nice physical drive. Breckenridge trying to get hands on the glass, but Frazee so far dominating on the boards. Unsurprising with their size advantage. As the ball gets batted, almost out of bounds. Flynn has it. Dishes it over to Helmers, my apologies, with the triple. Getting into the scoring column. And now it is a 16-4 Frazee lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 11-11 remaining in this first half. Ernst over to Johnson. Cowboys desperate for a bucket right now. But give Frazee credit. They played some very solid defense, using that length to disrupt Breckenridge's offense. Ernst looking to post up. Ernst with a nice little turnaround jump shot. Off the mark, though. Rebounded by Johansson. Johansson and Mark Joroszewski, the Twin Towers for Frazee. Both of them listed at 6'6". George Flynn ends up losing the ball. Snyder playing some good defense. Stolen by Jack Johnson. I got him down for at least 2 steals. He might actually have 3 at this point. Foul on the Hornets, 5th team foul. Checking into the game, Parsons and Cottrell. Fun little tidbit, just because I'm kind of a geek when it comes to like numbers in any sport, but 31 is the highest number on this roster. That's very strange to me. Nobody in the 40s, nobody else in the 30s, nobody in the 50s. Very strange to me. Cam Nito dishes it to Dallin Ernst in the high post. Pair of defenders there. He's also got one of his teammates laying next to his feet. Ernst tries to put up the jumper, off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets. They're looking to get out and run. They go inside. Turnaround jumper, trying to give Ernst a taste of his own medicine. And now Frazee's going to get tagged for another foul. That's 6, so that's something Breckenridge needs to keep in their brain. If you need some to Johnson, nice little shot fake in the corner, but doesn't free himself up enough. Swings it over to Sanchez. Sanchez over to Snyder. Snyder to Cam Nito, but it goes off his hand, and then Nito tracks it down for the over and back. Tough break for Breckenridge on that one. Good job by Nito to track it down, though. Gavin Peterson heading in for Gavin Snyder. You get one Gavin, you lose one Gavin. Colin Roberts also getting set to check back in. He's got 75% of their points. I can do that math. He's got 3 of their 4 points. He buried a triple early on in this game. Cowboys. As Sanchez steals it away. See if we try to see him throw it down, and we do! Sanchez draws the foul, too. You can see the frustration coming out on that one a little bit. I'm going to go up and I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to catch a body while I do it. As Sanchez Comes over now. I don't know if we got some blood on that. And we'll see. They're going to have to send someone else in for the free throw. Put it down. It's Stephen Lipp. Because I would put my life savings down that Stephen Lipp has more dunks than any other player that ever played for Breckenridge. I'd love to be proven wrong, though. Pull out the tape. So Sanchez, the N1, gets Breckenridge's deficit cut down to 9 points, 9:18 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parsons drives baseline, nice kick out to the corner to Selly. Looks to get downhill, kicks it out to Oshak on the left side. Tries to bank in the three, it looked like Parsons with the rebound. And one by Parsons. Second field goal of the game. As Dylan Bernardes set to check in the game. And they got to bring him in because it's an M1. Looks like they figured that out. And checking into the game for Frazee, another newcomer, another freshman, Carter Sodenberg. Listed as a 6'4 freshman. Parsons looking to get up to 5 points. And he does. Gets that free throw to drop. Cam Nito dishes it up to Gavin Peterson with a heck of a pass. And then looks like they're going to say a foul. And then Peterson tried to do, the pass was actually tipped. So technically you wouldn't even give him an assist. But that was still a fantastic pass, even if it did get tipped. Caught by Peterson, and then he got hacked while he was trying to go for the reverse layup. Peterson's free throw is up, off the back iron, and does not drop in when it comes back down. Gavin Peterson, who was the hero earlier this year, knocking down 3 free throws to force overtime. This time he goes 0 for 2. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Breckenridge, so Hornets ball, 19-7. Frazee in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 8:55 remaining in this opening half. Parsons with the ball on the right wing, right in front of the Breck student section. He looks to get downhill in the middle. Nice layup in traffic, and the Frazee bench is fired up about that one. They got about as fired up as the Breck fans did after Sanchez's dunk. And Parsons tips that one out of bounds. I'm not knocking the guy. That was a nice layup, but that was a dunk. Come on. 8:34 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Dylan Bernardes going to check it, or looking to inbound it. Gets it to Gavin Peterson. Thought about the three in the right corner. Gets it up to Cam Nito near the top of the key. Nito thought about the mid-range jumper. Dishes it off to Sanchez. He tries to skip it over to Roberts. Goes off Roberts' hand into Nito's hands. He dishes it off to Gavin Peterson. Back to Nito near the top of the key. Dribbles over to the left wing. Trying to get it to Bernardes, but he's kind of a ways away. He had to come more to the ball, and then he got it. Bernardes, the right-handed floater, off the mark. Gavin Peterson goes up for the rebound and gets smacked across the head by Hollenbeck. Freshman trying to slap the ball loose and ends up smacking the dude on the side of the head. Peterson, after an 0 for 2 trip, looking to redeem himself here with a pair of free throws. Or actually 1 free throw, 1-1, and he goes 0 for 3 to start off this game at the Charity Stripe. Yikes. And Cowboys as a team not doing much better as Cam Nito gets tagged with a foul. Smacked Parsons on that one. Breckenridge is 2 of 7 to start off this game. Hollenbeck comes out of the game. Back into the lineup. It's Ian Cottrell. Flynn gets it into Oshak. Oshak over to Parsons on the left wing. He gets a ball screen. Peterson switches onto it. Peterson actually took an elbow on that one. And now Sanchez tips this one as it flies out of bounds. Breckenridge so far has gone 8 deep to their bench. And that pass gets thrown out of bounds. A little miscommunication there by the Frazee players. I think Parsons thought that Cottrell was going to do a little something different, but ends up getting thrown out of bounds. Sanchez into Bernardes. Bernardes calling out the play. Gets it over to Sanchez. Flynn guarding there. Up to Colin Roberts. Over to Bernardes on the right wing. Feeds it inside to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to go to work and has it blocked by Flynn. And now Colin Roberts gets Flynn to jump and gets the foul. It was very close to an N1, but instead he'll just have to settle for a pair of free throws, as it is now double bonus for the Cowboys. Next time they draw a foul, they're getting 2 free throws out of the deal. Dallin Ernst looking to check into the ball game. Roberts' first free throw off the back iron. It's Cowboys free throw woes continue. 2 for 8, 25% here in the first half so far. 7:32 remaining. And the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Roberts puts up the free throw. And that one, another 0 for 2 trip, but Sanchez tried to drop it in. Didn't get it to go, though. That would have been a nice little putback. There wasn't a whole lot of vertical to it. It was kind of surprising. Usually you see them jump up and try to like put it right there, but instead he kind of let it come down to him and just flipped his wrist really fast. Impressive, but still didn't turn into any points. As the Hornets have a 14-point lead and just got a back cut for an open layup. And a nice bucket there by Dylan Selly. Not a whole lot of bench points other than Flynn. I think that's only the second player off the bench for Frazee to score. Dallin Ernst with the ball in the short corner. It's out to Roberts. Swinging around the perimeter as they trail by 16. Gavin Peterson over to Sanchez in the left corner. Sanchez. Skip pass over to Bernardes. He puts up a 3 from the right wing. Off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets. Flynn with the rebound. He's playing starter minutes. I'm not really 100% sure why they got him coming off the bench. And that pass is stolen away. Or actually, it was stripped away. Pass was complete, but then it got stripped. Gavin Peterson now with the ball. 6:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Cowboys trailing 23-7 and just turned it over. Just kind of overthinking a lot of things, it looks like. We're trying to force too many things here. Tough start. Flynn inbounds it to Parsons. Crosses the timeline. Sanchez looking to poke it loose. Was thinking a second dunk was in the cards, but not happening. Swung over to the right side and dribbled out of bounds by the Frazee player. That was Asher Blaine, the freshman. Never easy being a freshman hopping into a ball game. Sanchez getting ready to check it to inbound the ball. It's into Bernardes. Bernardes splits the double team. Parsons ends up stripping it loose from behind. They dish it up, and Flynn gets an open layup out of the deal. George Flynn now has 7 points. We got timeout. Cowboys trail 25-7. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect what you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School as the Cowboys trail the Frazee Hornets 25-7. Jack Johnson gets the ball up, gets it to Gavin Snyder for an easy bucket. As I said, whenever Gavin Snyder comes off the bench, he's ready to rock. He's got 3 of their 9 points. Now a 25-9 Hornet lead, 5:48 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this first half. Snyder playing some suffocating defense. It's kicked out to the perimeter to Helmers. Helmers now over to Blaine. Blaine kind of loses the ball. Snyder there once again playing some suffocating defense. Colin Roberts, the one coming away with the steal, though. He's got a couple at least. Dishes it up to Gavin Peterson. Lucky he did. 7-12 off the Asher Blaine layup. Freshman getting into the scoring column. Bit of a miscommunication there. Sanchez trying to tell his teammate to come through, and we got a 5 call. Sanchez frustrated as nobody was kind of running the play. So he's kind of just standing around waiting for everyone to move, and ended up getting a 5 call drawn on him. Breckenridge turning on the press. As back into the ball game, it's Mark Jarazewski. And he has a tip by Sanchez, but they're going to say he tipped it before it left his hands. And they're making a little bit of an adjustment here. Telling Sanchez to play elsewhere here. And a delay of game warning on Sanchez there. So if he gets another one, it is a technical. Even though I don't know why that would be a delay of game, because it was kind of more so, I guess it makes sense. He touches it before it leaves their hands, but I never seen one of those, at least, not that I can recall. Parsons with the ball, looking to shake Johnson. He's playing some aggressive defense, and now he's going to get punished for it as he picks up the foul. So they need some quickness to guard it on the perimeter. Jimmy Murtis is going to come in and replace Johnson, who's got 2 fouls. So Parsons will inbound right in front of the Breckenridge student section. I can only think of the terrible things those Breckenridge Cowgirl players are saying to him when he's inbounding it. Baseline drive by Oshak. Kicks it up to near the top of the key to Parsons. And it looks like Murtis is going to get tagged with the foul. I think he kind of grabbed his jersey a little bit there. And that's 1-1. Bad news for the Cowboys because Frazee's been taking care of business at the free throw line. 4 of 5 to start off. Parsons, 1-1 so far. Parsons puts up the free throw, and it is good. So he is now 2 for 2 on the day. They're 5 of 6 as a team. George Flynn has all the other free throws. He's 3 of 4 so far. So surprisingly, the guards are the ones getting to the charity stripe, not the big men. As that one goes out the back iron, Murtis tracks down the rebound. Sanchez bringing up the ball. Looking to drive into the paint. Draws 3 other defenders. Kicks it out to Gavin Peterson for an open triple. Off the mark. Now Oshak is out and running. Oshak with some nice way to change speeds. Rebounded by Snyder. Throws it up to Jimmy Murtis. Nobody around him. Tracks it down, but the pass got overthrown a bit, so he had to scoop it up under the hoop and then bring it back out. Put a little less on that pass. He catches it right in stride for a layup. Snyder up to Murtis. Murtis drives inside. Drops it off to Sanchez, who goes up for 2, and the N1. Second N1 of the day. Wasn't as cool as his first one, but it was still pretty great. 28-12 is your score in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that is also 3 fouls on Oshak. As George Flynn and Ian Cottrell check into the game. Mark Jarazewski came out. Sanchez 1 for 3 so far at the free throw line. Missed his first 2, dropped in the third one. This one is up and good. 2 for 4 so far. Flynn with the ball. Sanchez guarding there. Sanchez actually took a little spill there. Parsons looking to drive inside. Loves that Euro step, and they're going to call a charge. And that is 2 charges taken by Colin Roberts. Someone's got to get a whiteboard and update that throughout the games. I'm also going to ask Coach Lipp if he can figure out how many charges he took all year. We watched him take 4 in one game, which, if they kept track of that, I bet would be a school record. As I said before, the only person that would challenge that school record is former Cowboy Jake Allen. It's the only one I would place money on that would even come close to 4 charges taken in a game. Jimmy Murtis with the ball. It's it over to Gavin Peterson. Swings it over to Gavin Snyder on the left wing. Went inside to Murtis, but it was mishandled. Murtis tried to save it from going out of bounds, but instead Frazee's going to get a fast break out of the deal. Open triple in the left or in the right corner by Helmers. Rebounded by Snyder. Snyder dishes up to Sanchez. Flynn guarding. Sanchez goes up for it inside. Ends up missing the shot. Flynn with the rebound after playing some solid defense. Flynn getting to the rack. And guess what? We got another charge. Who else but Colin Roberts? I know I used this joke already, but it's not a joke anymore. I'm quite confident he goes and stands in his driveway and has his dad, Chris, run at him so he can simulate how to take charges. I'm 90% sure that really happens. Gavin Snyder gets the inbound. Crosses the timeline. Gets it over to Sanchez on the right side. Now Gavin Peterson has it in the right corner. Peterson tried to get it to Roberts, and I believe they're going to say out of bounds on Frazee. A little bit of contact there. A little surprised Roberts didn't get tagged for maybe a little bit of a shove there, but as we've learned, the refs love a guy who can take charges. Maybe that bleeds over elsewhere too. Gavin Peterson gets the inbound. Peterson dribbles over to the left side. 2:22 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Gavin Snyder puts up the short jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Hollenbeck. Helmers with the ball. Snyder guarding. Helmers drives inside, dishes it off to Flynn. Flynn over to Helmers, playing a little two-man action. Puts up the Jalen Rose-esque shot off the mark. Hollenbeck gets it and then has it blocked by Gavin Peterson. And his next shot is missed. Almost rebounded by Sanchez, but Snyder ended up coming away with it. Snyder has the pass tipped, tracked down by Sanchez. Sanchez over to Snyder. 28-15, Frazee in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Roberts now has it, gets it over to Murtis. Murtis over to Snyder, who was open for a three but decided to get downhill instead. Shot is off the mark, hit basically every part of the rim before it came out. Helmers, no-look dime over to the left side. Murtis with a nice closeout though. Little pick and roll action. Sets up the short jumper that drops in. 2-point jumper by Ian Cottrell. Gets the lead back to 15. Gavin Snyder with the ball. 1:08 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here at Breckenridge High School. Gavin Peterson off to Colin Roberts. He's got 3 charges taken today. And now he's got 5 points to go along with that as he gets the shot to drop. 7 points, my apologies. And I believe Gavin Peterson's going to get tagged for a foul here. 1-1, so for sure 1 free throw out of it. Peterson's first foul of the game. Kind of surprising with his play style that he doesn't pick up more fouls. He's smart with that physicality. Cam Nito. Cam Nito checks into the ballgame. 56 seconds remaining. First free throw is guaranteed and is off the mark. There will be no second free throw. Gavin Snyder tried to get the rebound, and now Colin Roberts comes away with it. It's off to Cam Nito, who then has it picked. And they're going to say off of Nito after Helmers playing some suffocating defense and bringing the ball up. Flynn inbounding right in front of the Breckenridge bench. Gets it into Helmers, who is just in front of half court. Snyder once again playing defense there. Gets it off to Hollenbeck. Sanchez picks it loose. Got another fast break attempt, and he drops it in with a right-handed layup on the left side. Sanchez up to a team-high 8 points. Might even be a game-high 8 points. Check that at halftime. Flynn with the ball. It's swung around the perimeter to Helmers. And Helmers is going to put up the 3 off the mark. 15 seconds remaining. Snyder comes away with the rebound. And now Colin Roberts gets the fast break layup. Nobody around him. Colin Roberts now with the team lead in points. 9 points. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3. Flynn puts up the 3 off the front iron. Gavin Snyder still got time. Puts up the two-handed shot and off the mark. Didn't have the distance on it, but you know the accuracy didn't look too terrible. And how about these Cowboys sticking with it, cutting the lead back to single digits? We got a 30-21 score, and they were trailing by 15 just a few minutes ago. So credit to the Cowboys sticking with it. We'll take a quick break, come back for your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
The Southern Valley's fastest internet is now available in the Xter. Stop the buffering suffering and visit getfiberfast.com or call Red River Communications at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications. Go faster with fiber.
At Twin Town Villa, their focus is on comfort, security, peace of mind, and quality of life for their residents. They're extending an invitation to you to stop and experience how their assisted living community is different. Their 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are spacious and fully functional, and their list of amenities is endless. Their mission centers around family with assistance, supportive services, and quality health care all under one roof at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. Check them out on Facebook or visit their website at twintownvilla.com. Call them 643-9542 to schedule a tour today.
No one woke up this morning and thought, I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will...
Number 1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here. And, you know, it was a rough start for Breckenridge. I'm not going to lie there. It was a tough start, but... I'm very happy, or I think they should be very happy with how they kind of settled in to end the half and get back into the game, because it was not looking good there. I think the biggest lead ended up being 15 in that ball game. And Frazee, you know, got to give him credit. I don't know if I've seen this kind of depth from a Frazee bunch. And last year, I was saying it, that's the best Frazee team I've ever seen. But this year's team, I don't know if I would say they're as good as last year's team. Those Cornier brothers were fantastic last year for Frazee. I gotta do some investigating, figure out what happened to the younger Cornier, if their family ended up moving. I think they did, because both their parents were also on the coaching staff. So no Corniers here. And as many of you probably remember, Jack Cornier last year was a standout senior for Frazee, maybe their best player in school history. And he's now playing at University of Jamestown along with former Cowboy Anthony Kenzemius. So a little bit of a connection there. Wouldn't be too surprised if the rest of his family kind of moved more to that neck of the woods, but not 100% sure on that. I'm going to run through some of the scoring here. As I said, a lot of great depth on this Frazee squad, because they got 7 guys in the scoring column. We'll start off with Jonathan Parsons. He had 8 points, 3 field goals with a 2 for 3 on his free throws. Nathan Johansson, kind of a nice start, but then kind of went a little quiet there. 6 points. Oh, almost forgot about George Flynn, bringing a lot of great energy off the bench with 7 points. And then it's everybody else kind of with 1 field goal each. It's Alex Helmers, buried a triple, and 2 points each from, we got the freshman listed in here, Asher Blaine. He came in and got a bucket. Ian Cottrell also got a bucket. He's got 2 points. And Dylan Selly as well, another senior, picking up 2 points off the bench to give them their 30 points. Hey, I actually added that up right. Breckenridge, a little easier to do theirs, because they only got 3 guys getting in the scoring column, and that's definitely got to change if they want to come back in this game. Colin Roberts with 9 points, buried the first field goal of the game with a triple, and then had a trio of field goals. He got to drop 8 points from Alex Sanchez, including the play of the year so far for Breckenridge with an awesome dunk that also included a foul. Got the N1 on that dunk. And then 4 points off the bench, the only bench points of the game for Gavin Snyder. And he has 1 field goal, and then he also has 2 free throws that he made. 2 of 4 2 of 4 out of his free throw trips. As the Cowboys really struggled at the free throw line. I think 3 of 11 is what I had him at. Maybe I'll double check that later on in this halftime show. But we'll take a quick break on this Minn Kodak Products halftime show. Come back with a few keys to the second half for Breckenridge to take control of this game. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM. You're also watching Cowboy Basketball on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Back and neck pain can keep you from enjoying the things you love. At Essentia Health, our team of spine care specialists will evaluate your symptoms and create a tailored treatment plan that fits your lifestyle. You will get the expert care you need when you need it. Working together, we can get you back to the activities you love. This is Essentia Health Spine Care, like nowhere else. EssentiaHealth.org.
More Engineering has been dedicated to finding sustainable engineering solutions for cities like Wahpeton for more than 60 years. They offer a wide range of services, including civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental services that advance the region's infrastructure. As a 100% employee-owned company, they are committed to providing quality projects and building relationships in the communities they serve. Visit moreengineeringinc.com to learn more, or stop by their location in Wahpeton. More Engineering, improving lives by building strong communities. Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wahpeton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wahpeton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency. Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of 2 little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Breckenridge schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Welcome back to the Minn Kodak Products halftime show, which I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon here, but a few keys for the Cowboys. You want to take control of this game that I promised you? Well, first of all, make your free throws. Get contributions from elsewhere other than your 3 main guys. I think they're going to have to be looking at Jack Johnson quite a bit here. Maybe also show that he can be a threat on the perimeter more so. I saw him taking some warm-up jumpers here. Dylan Bernades, too. Cowboys, it's tough sledding for them when Dylan Bernades can't get in the scoring column. So we're going to have to see. I think him and Jack Johnson are going to be paramount to their success here in this half, as Cowboys still in their huddle. And a lot of Breckenridge people got some good news at halftime that there will be no school tomorrow, prepping for that rough snowstorm. You know, back in my day, you had to have quite the snowstorm to get a snow day. They got all these virtual learning days now. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to go on an old guy rant there. As we're off for the second half, that'll wrap up the Minn Kodak Products halftime show. Cowboys get the ball to start it off. Roberts now has it, swings it over to Jack Johnson on the right wing. Dishes inside to Sanchez, kicks it out to Jack Johnson. What was I just talking about? Need to get him open for a three, and it goes off the back iron over the backboard, but I'm so happy with the shot that they got. That was a nice look out of the halftime. Flynn actually starting here in the second half. And I know I talked to Coach Vegan before this started up, and he wasn't 100% sure on his who he was going to start here in this ball game, even when the JV was almost done. So I think Flynn might have been one of those ones he took out of the starting lineup, but, I could be wrong. Jack Johnson with the rebound. Looking to get past Oshak, but then pulls it back out. Dishes off to Colin Roberts, who's wide open. Puts up a three from the triple, and it goes off the back iron and rebounded by the Hornets. And that was Johansson on the rebound. Johansson, I remember seeing him in the lineup last year. That Frazee squad gave Breckenridge a nice run for their money, and Johnson taking a page out of Colin Roberts' book. At this point, I'm convinced Colin Roberts invented the charge, but Jack Johnson, fantastic job. I don't know if he also sold that one. I hate to say they sold it when they legitimately just got shoved over, but that one we'll give Jack some credit. I think he sold it just a little bit. Sure, the contact was real, but you got to make it look good if you're going to get the call. Dylan Renades with the ball on the left wing. Skip pass over to the right wing to Cam Nito. He's looking to drive. Goes up inside, kind of double clutches it, and doesn't even get the rim on it. George Flynn out running. Dishes it off to an open teammate, and Roberts originally was going to take the charge, but ended up kind of deciding to turn into a defender. And now Sanchez comes away with the board. Dishes it off to Johnson. Flips it up to Cam Nito. Johnson. It's over to Sanchez. He's going to put up a triple. He had a couple attempts earlier, and he gets this one to drop. Alex Sanchez with the triple to give him 11 points and cut the lead to 6 here at Breckenridge High School. And the pick and roll picked off by Johnson. They're going to say out of bounds off Johnson, too. Debatable, but ref had a better angle on it than I did. 16-14 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys trail 30-24. At one point, we're trailing 30-15. So Cowboys on a 9-0 run. Parsons looking to get downhill, draws the foul, looking to put an end to this run. And getting tagged with the foul this time around. First foul of the game for Alex Sanchez. It's Parsons. So far in this game, 2 for 3 at the charity stripe. First free throw is up and good. A little bit of rim on that one. 31-24, 16:09 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one drops in as well. Parsons up to 10 points. First Frazee player to hit double figures. Sanchez just became the first Breck player to hit double figures. He's got 11. Roberts picks up his dribble, goes over to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to go to work in the high post. Tried to dish it off to his cousin Cam Nito, but Nito was back cutting. Wasn't even looking for the pass. It got thrown out of bounds. 15:53 remaining in the second half here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. If you didn't know, we're also live streaming the game. Go to our YouTube page, KBMW News Live. As Flynn with a nice give and go, drives inside, but guess what? Charge! Who else but Colin Roberts, matching his, what I assume is his career high of 4 charges in a game. It's a gift. The guy should teach clinics. I'm not even kidding. He should just hold clinics where he teaches kids how to take charges. I'm going to talk to him about this game, see if we can make some money. Jack Johnson dribbles over to the left side, gets it over to Sanchez, swings it over to Cam Nito. Colin Roberts, a few feet behind the three-point line. Gets it over to Sanchez on the left side. He dishes in to Nito in the post. Nito goes up for 2, off the mark, rebounded by Roberts. Ultimate hustle player. Jack Johnson gets it over to Cam Nito. Nice little pull-up, and drops it in for 2. Cam's first bucket of the game. And Cam is just 15-15 remaining as he cuts the lead to 8. But Cam just is such a strong kid, and it just seems like he's goes a little too strong on most of his drives. But showed he has some touch there, and he just needs to do that more consistently on his jumper. And Roberts, almost got the steal. Instead, he gets dished off to Parsons. Ball screen. Swung over to Johansson. Johansson dishes it off. Now baseline drive is dropped in for 2. And we got a timeout by Frazee as they got their lead back to 8 points. 14:49 remaining in this ball game. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Burger night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowboys trail the Frazee Hornets 34-26. Alex Sanchez inbounding it to Jack Johnson. Johnson calling out the play, patting the top of his head. Not 100% sure what that play is. Cam Nito over in the left corner. Skip pass up to Gavin Snyder. A lot of Cam Nito. Good inbound with a 6'6" dude on him. Gets it into Jack Johnson, who kind of tight wires the half-court line. Tight ropes. Cam Nito. Gets it up to Colin Roberts. Roberts skip pass over to Sanchez. Right in front of the student section, he puts up a three, and he's got it! Alex Sanchez coming alive from three-point land. Missed a couple at the beginning of the game. Now he's got two in the second half. Jack Johnson playing some great defense. Tips the pass, and now Sanchez looking to do the same. And I'm not 100% sure what they called there. And they're going to call a foul on Sanchez, actually. Batting the ball loose. Must have got some wrist while he did it. But the lead is cut to 5 off that Sanchez three. 34-29. As they go inside for a quick bucket. And Sully, that was Sully with the bucket. He also had one right before that timeout. So a pair of back-to-back buckets by him. He's got 6. Sanchez was inside to Sanchez. Skip pass out to Jack Johnson. Gavin Snyder now with the ball. Loses his dribble. Swung around the perimeter. Cam Nito with the ball. Sorry for the scoreboard camera. Came loose here a little bit. Ashton Meyer making sure to fix that. Colin Roberts, skip pass over to Gavin Snyder on the right wing. Off the mark, and almost dropped in, but Jack Johnson came away with it. As Ashton Meyer, our producer, I'm calling him, he's actually my boss, gets all that fixed. And he's got it up and running. I tried to take over camera duties for him, not working. Johansson with the baseline jumper. Roberts tried to get his 5th charge taken in the night. Not happening. And now it comes loose. Batted out to perimeter. Sully. Johnny on the spot. 3-3. Sully with 7 of his 9 points here coming in the second half. The lead was cut to 5. And then 7 straight points from Frazee as Colin Roberts with the N1. Listen to the paint. One of the better games we've seen from him this year. Actually, I believe that was an 8-0 run that Frazee went on. Blocking foul. And Jarzewski tagged with the foul. Roberts' first bucket of the second half. Still only 3 Cowboys in the scoring column. Sanchez, Roberts, and Snyder. Free throws off the mark, though. 0 for 3 to start off by Colin Roberts. Remember, he had a really tough opener this season. The free throws just couldn't drop all night. Gavin Peterson playing some nice defense. They go inside for an open layup by Johansson, but just rimmed out. And he's got to be frustrated after that. And he clearly is. And we'll see what they call here, if they're going to call a jump ball or a foul on the ground. I would think jump ball. That's what it is. Once again, Johansson very frustrated after that one. And I think they got 6 guys in. One of the players didn't realize he was supposed to come out, so they had 6 guys in for Frazee. Oh, my apologies. They just kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I thought they had 6 guys in. I'm not 100% sure what they said there. So the Hornets inbounding it, leading by 11. Looking to get their second win over the Cowboys, I believe, since 1996. I think that's when we tracked it down. The streak ended last year as the ball just gets thrown off of Nito and out of bounds. Ball gets inbounded to the 8th grader. Jack Johnson guarding. Vegan, coach's kid, I assume. And now we got a foul, an offensive foul. And that is on Ian Cottrell. And we got a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowboys trailing 42-31 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sanchez inbounds it to Johnson, who still has yet to get in the scoring column. Once again, only 3 Cowboys have scored in this ball game. Alex Sanchez, Colin Roberts, and Gavin Snyder getting in the scoring column. Roberts, a little bit of a push-off, a little bit of another push-off. Jack Johnson's 3 is off the mark. Bernardes with the rebound. Nice shot fake, and then he draws the foul on the ground. 11:10 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Dallin Ernst checks into the ball game. Always nice to get a big body in there, someone who can match the size of the 2 Frazee players. He's got a lot more muscle to him too, but just kind of got to put it all together, put all the physical tools to work. It's over to Cam Nito, who's open for a 3, but they're looking for a shot for Jack Johnson, who misses it in the right corner. And you can tell he's probably their squad's best shooter because all the set plays they run to get a 3 are with him shooting. Vegan dishes off to Selly, who has been the hero here in the second half. He's got 7 of his 9 points, but Sanchez with a nice block there, and then it's out of bounds on Selly. Close to a jump ball. Just stuffed by Sanchez. Now Parsons into the ball game. Johnson bringing the ball up, Vegan guarding. 8th grader on a senior. Bernardes has it right in front of the student section on the right wing. Snyder over to Bernardes. He drives inside and ends up missing the layup, but Dallin Ernst follows it and also misses the layup. Tough break for Breckenridge, but now, had a chance at a steal. Johansson with the inside-out kick. Parsons dishes it down to Cottrell, and then he mishandles the dribble. Nice pass over to the other corner, though. Shot is off the mark, rebounded by Bernardes. Nobody in front of him. And he thought about dishing it off, but instead he's going to go up for 2. Might have got away with a carry there. But either way, Dylan Bernardes is the 4th Cowboy to get into the scoring column today. Now, you don't really see a timeout to get a shoe tied that quick, when another team's trying to push the tempo, but I'm all about safety here. I believe that's why there was that timeout. Ball gets inbounded to Vegan. Johnson looking to rattle the 8th grader. Gets a hand on the ball. Very close to an over and back, but didn't get all 3 points across. As Frazee looks to get a runner to drop in the lane. Shot is out the mark. Johansson with the rebound at the elbow. Puts up a shot off the mark. Parsons flying in like a madman to reel it in. Nito guarding there. Vegan now with the ball. Gets screened. Dishes it up to Johansson. Sanchez gambled on that one to try to get another breakaway dunk. No luck. Parsons looks to get downhill. Has it tipped away. I think Sanchez got a hand on that one to force the turnover. Dallin Ernst scooped it up. 9:20 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 42-33. Cowboys in the lead. Sanchez over to Nito. Nito kicks it out to Sanchez, who's looking for his 3rd triple of the half, and he's got it! Alex Sanchez with 17 points, 9 of them here in the second half off 3 triples. I might have to take back what I said about Jack being their best shooter. Hate to say it, Jack, but tonight that might be Alex's title. And it goes out of bounds. Joe Bernardes forced a turnover over there. We got a 6-point ball game. 42-36. Helmers checking into the ball game. Sanchez gets it into Johnson. Johnson looking to scooch by, and a blatant grab of the jersey. I don't officiate, but I can tell you I would have actually caught that one, surprisingly. 8:47 remaining in the Crossing Family Insurance scoreboard. First foul on Vegan, and it's also 1-1. Frazee's just kind of been living in Hack City. Some of these Breckenridge players going to have bruises on their arms when they head home. 8:47 remaining. New little flight of Cowboys coming in. 3 Breckenridge players checking in. And the free throw drops as Jack Johnson gets his first point of the night. They're telling George Flynn, be smart here. You're checking in. You're 1 foul away from fouling out of this ball game, but we're trusting you. Coach Vegan's letting him know. 5-point game. Not too long ago, Frazee was leading by 11. Possibly even 12. I think it was 11 as high as it got here in the second half. On a 2-for-2 trip for Jack Johnson. He got mad. I said he might not be their best shooter as Gavin Snyder checks in for him. Johansson going to check in the ball. Cowboys trailing 42-38. A little bit of miscommunication on whether there was going to be a press or not. Some Breckenridge players coming up, some not. As Johansson with the ball, pushes it off to Helmers. Helmers gets a ball screen. Sanchez got a hand on it and then tried to tip it loose, but they're going to call him for a reach. And now Selly checking into the ball game, who has been a stud for Frazee in the second half. Sanchez getting a breather after a fantastic stretch here in the second half. As Helmers gets the ball off the inbound. Gavin Snyder was looking to poke it loose. Selly dishes it inside. Now back out to Selly on the perimeter. Skip pass to Flynn. Flynn, nice little jab step. Got Bernardes to step back a little bit, but didn't shake him. Now over to Selly. Roberts was looking to try to draw a 5 call, but it got dished away too fast. As Helmers now has the ball again. Helmers looking to drive into the paint, and Dallin Ernst gets on the floor and grabs it. Almost throws it away, but Breckenridge regains control. Bernardes with the ball. Breckenridge trailing by 4. 7:55 remaining under Crossing Family Insurance scoreboard. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Dylan Bernardes going to check it in right in front of his squad's bench. Pass fake. Gets it into Colin Roberts. Roberts looking to back down his defender. Puts up the hook shot off the mark. Dallin Ernst looking to keep it alive. And they're going to say it was out of bounds off Ernst. Ernst was kind of toeing the baseline there. Trying to throw it off a Frazee player. But we're going to have a timeout. 7:46 remaining. It's just getting fun, everybody. 42-38. Frazee leading Breckenridge. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Cowboys trailing by 4, 42-38. They were trailing 30-15 at one point in this ball game, and since then have outscored the Hornets 23-12. Cut into this lead. And even in the second half, at one point, they trailed by double digits. I want to say they trailed by 11 here in the second half. I could be wrong. That's pretty much anything I say. I could be wrong. Flynn will inbound it, playing with 4 fouls. and has been the sixth man of the day for this Frazee squad. Selly could fight for that role, or could fight for that title here in the second half, though. He's the one who's bringing it up. Flynn was the sixth man of the first half. Selly the sixth man of the second half. We'll go with that. Selly to Flynn. Back to Selly, and poked away by Gavin Peterson. He's going to have almost had a layup, but kind of lost control of the ball. And now he's going to go up for it down low. Kind of scooped up the ball and had a man right there, so it kind of turned into a brawl. Foul on Selly. Gavin Peterson actually had a touchdown against Frazee this year. Got waved off due to a penalty, as did Cam Nito. Also had a penalty negated. You know who did not have a penalty negated in the football game against Frazee, though? Gavin Snyder just checked out of the game at the game-winning TD in overtime. An absolute slugfest of a game, which is kind of fitting for what we've ended up with today. Bit of another slugfest. Luckily, this one is not 0-0 at the end of regulation, though, I will say. Gavin Peterson with the ball. 7:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Free throw drops in after he started out 0-3, I believe, at the free throw line. Yeah, 0-3 in the first half. So, but he's Mr. Clutch for this Cowboy squad, after all. After that outstanding showing at the free throw line against Battle Lake. Next free throw is up and off the front iron and rebounded by Johansson. I will not take credit for that jinx. 3-point game, now a 5-point game. That was actually Hollenbeck, I believe, with that one. As Sanchez goes up with a tough two. Now that was Asher Blaine with the bucket. Now it's back to the 3-point game after the Sanchez bucket. Parsons skip pass over to Blaine. Blaine to Parsons. Cam Nito guarding there, showing off the quickness. Was looking to try to poke it loose. Parsons dishes it off, almost has it stolen away. Johansson comes away with it. He loses his dribble, tries to dish it out to the corner. Selly comes away with it, puts up the jumper. Might have got tipped, I'm not sure, but loose ball tipped out of bounds by Sanchez. Like he was laying out for it, or he got laid out into it. I'm not 100% sure which one, but either way, Blaine inbounding. Breckenridge coach is saying, watch the lob to Johansson. And they get it in. Pair of Cowboys waiting there, and they're going to say jump ball. Possession arrow is to the Cowboys. So some good heads-up defense there in the post. Sanchez gets it into Bernades. Selly guarding. Bernades has got his lone bucket here in the second half on a fast break layup. 44-41, 6:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ernst over to Sanchez, swings it over to Bernades on the right wing. Bernades into Ernst in the post. Ernst with a nice little baby hook off the mark. And rebounded by Johansson. That's why he's in there. Play some good defense and haul down any rebound that's in your wingspan. Parsons with Ernst guarding there. A little bit of a mismatch, he's probably thinking. Picks up his dribble. Ernst playing some pressure defense, doing his best not to foul. As Cam Nito, definitely, I think they picked up that was a flop. Parsons three way off the mark. They're getting out and running. Bernades looking to go coast to coast, and his layup is off the mark. Rebounded by Ernst. He goes up for two off the mark. Rebounded by Johansson. Johansson with behind back dribble. Goes over to Parsons. He swings it over to Selly on the left side. Pass inside is tipped and out of bounds. Try to go inside to Jarzewski. As Vegan checks back into the game, as does Colin Roberts. Gives Ernst a breather. Dallin Ernst, the only player on the Breckenridge squad that I will admit has a better beard than I do. Gets a breather. Bernades bringing the ball up. Running the point with Jack Johnson out of the game, but Jack Johnson's about to go back in. Gavin Peterson has the ball on the left wing. Up to Roberts. Swings it over to Nito. Nito to Sanchez, who drives baseline. And Sanchez's layup is off the mark. And they're going to call a foul on Jarzewski. Imagine if they would have got that foul call, and he would have got the drop the layup, or the layup to drop. You could have a tie game here. I believe that one was for not giving him any room to land. That would be my guess. Sanchez, we get a pair of free throws out of the deal. And they're also one more foul away from the double bonus. First free throw is off the mark. Sanchez started off 0 for 2 at the free throw line, made his next two to get to 50%. Now he's below 50 again. As Cam Needle gets a breather, Jack Johnson into the game. 44-41. Cowboys trail the Frazee Hornets. Next free throw, it's the front of the rim. Colin Roberts, Johnny on the spot with the rebound. Tried the pump fake to get the shot to drop, but instead has it blocked and it goes out of bounds. But Colin Roberts keeping the possession alive with the rebound. Johnson will inbound it. Got a 6'6" guy on him. Peterson gets it over to Sanchez. Dishes it over to Jack Johnson in the corner. Tries to keep it alive. Vegan playing some nice defense to force the turnover. Now Breckenridge forces the turnover on their own. With Sanchez running down the pass. Gavin Peterson now has it. 4:55 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Peterson with the layup. Gets it to drop. Didn't even need the backboard on that one. Peterson's got 3 points. All here in the second half. Jack Johnson batted that one. Sanchez goes up for 2. Off the mark, but they get the foul. And he is not happy that he didn't get that one to drop. That was on Vegan. That was about the loudest deflection I think I've ever heard. I think that went off Johnson's forearm. It sounded like someone smacking a volleyball. As Sanchez has a chance to tie the game and take the lead. 2 free throws. First one is good to tie it up. 44-44 with 4:43 remaining. And we got a timeout by Frazee. We'll take a quick one with them as we got a tie ball game here in Breckenridge. Cowboys 44, Hornets 44. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School as the Cowboys just tied it up at 44. It was a 30-21 game at the half. And Breckenridge at one point trailed by, I believe, 11 here in the second half. Put a nice run together at the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. Frazee kind of got a little run of their own, and now it's been both teams kind of going shot for shot, but Breckenridge edging it a little bit. Looking to get, I believe, their first lead of the game. At least since the opening minutes, and they got a lead. Alex Sanchez gets a free throw to drop. They might have led when it was 3-2, but that would have been the last time. So first lead since the opening minutes for sure. As Sanchez picks it loose. Seen a lot of steals here by the Cowboys. 4:28 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Johnson over to Roberts. Swings it over to Bernadez on the right wing. Trying to shake the defender. Flynn there. Sanchez over to Peterson. Roberts. Bernadez looking to post up. Not a bad idea when Flynn has 4 fouls. Sanchez over to Bernadez. Bernadez over to Roberts. Roberts drives baseline. Dishes it off to Sanchez. He's going to put up the shot inside. Great defense. Rebounded by the Hornets. Flynn with the pull-up jumper. Had a 1-on-4, but still thought it would be a good idea to pull up for that jumper. Kind of surprising. Jack Johnson with the rebound. Johnson just waiting for everybody to get back. Includes the defenders. Don't want to have an advantage. Got to keep it fair. Just kidding, of course. Gavin Peterson goes over the baseline layup off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets. As Blaine with the ball. It's over to Parsons in the right corner, right in front of his squad's bench. Johnson comes away with the steal. Soaring high for that one. To pick it off. 3:20 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Johnson dribbles inside, now brings it back out. Breckenridge taking their time. Let's get a good shot. Swings it over to Gavin Peterson. Or to Jack Johnson in front of the Breckenridge student section. They feed it inside to Sanchez. Up to Colin Roberts. Wide open triple. And he banks it in. Got the shooter's roll on that one to make it a 2-possession game. 48-44, 2:55 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Second bucket of the half for Roberts. And I believe Johnson got tagged with that one, his third. Played a great half defensively here in the second half. Parsons inbounding it. Selly in the ball game. Get into Oshak. Oh, almost had an over and back. Realized where he was and dished it back to Parsons. And now we got a foul on Sanchez, I believe. And it is. He thought it was going to be a layup, so he jumped up to try to get a block, and then Parsons dished it off and got laid out. And yes, that is on the ground. I got nervous they were going to say shooting foul for a second there. I would have been very confused. 48-44, Breckenridge in the lead after mounting quite the comeback. Trailed by 15 in the first half. So great defense here in the second half. Selly with the ball, dishes it off beautifully, and one! And the foul on Sanchez, I believe that's number 4, or 5 actually. And that foul was on, the bucket was Jarzewski. As Sanchez is done for the night. One of his, possibly his best game as a Cowboy. He's got 21 points. Fantastic effort. Gets one heck of an ovation from the crowd. .21 points for Sanchez. More importantly, out of the ball game though. 2:41 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jarzewski gets a free throw to drop. He's got 6 points. None bigger than that free throw. 48-47. Over to Bernardes in the left corner. Bernardes dishes off to Johnson in the short corner. Kicks it over to the right corner to Gavin Peterson. His shot is off the mark. Peterson follows it, gets his own rebound, almost at least. Has it tipped loose. And Johansson came away with it. Selly hits the floor. Dishes off to Oshak, who gets the shooter's roll for his first bucket of the game in the short corner. Dylan Bernardes loses his dribble. Johansson slaps it back inbounds. Almost went out of bounds. Johnson. 2 minutes remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Over to Peterson. Tries to get it over to, and Selly causes the turnover. Johansson looking to get out and run. Loses control, and charge taken by Gavin Peterson. As Johansson will get the foul. 1:52 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Frazee has regained the lead, 49-48. Kale Oshak with the massive jumper. And he got just a wild bounce on that one. Hit it kind of a strange place on the rim, but rattled in. Down Ertz, over to Johnson with the skip pass. Johnson was looking inside. He's going to go over to Bernardes at the top of the key. Got it! Dylan Bernardes for 3. Now Frazee looking to answer right away, tie this ball game up. And we got a foul on the floor. Dylan Bernardes, just kind of like in the Battle Lake game, he was really quiet, and then just when you need a bucket more than ever, just buries one. Maybe not as impressive as the triple he hit against Battle Lake, but that was still very impressive. Oshak at the charity stripe. Gets the free throw to rattle in. I'm telling you, if this goes into multiple overtimes at the Battle Lake game, I'm going to hand the headset over to Ashton. He's calling the rest of the way. I don't know if I got that energy. He looks up for it. I think he's up for it. Next free throw rattles in. We got a tie ball game. 51-51 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 1:28 remaining. Jack Johnson bringing the ball up. George Flynn guarding. He's got 4 fouls. And we got a timeout. Coach Lip taking the timeout. We'll check if it's a 30. I believe it is. No, never mind. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a very quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Sometimes illnesses or injuries may leave you needing extra help to restore your strength, balance, and range of motion. CHI St. Francis Health are open and ready to provide you the tools for success, including individualized exercise plans and state-of-the-art therapy facility. You'll be confident in the care and treatment you'll receive at CHI St. Francis Health, and they are located right here in your backyard. CHI St. Francis Health. We're here when you need a little reassurance.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Boy, do we got a fun one tonight. Breckenridge tied up with Frazee, 51-51, 123 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. On the court for Breckenridge, we got Gavin Peterson, Dallin Ernst, Colin Roberts, Mr. Charge, sorry, got to remember that's his name, Dylan Bernardes, and Jack Johnson. Peterson gets it into Bernardes, having him bring the ball up. I don't know if maybe they're going to try to set something up for Johnson. Loses his dribble, regains it. The southpaw dishes it off to Roberts. Fakes the handoff and then goes in for two. May as well throw a free throw on there too. And one. Colin Roberts. In what has been the most well-rounded game of this season I've seen from him. He's got 16 points, 4 charges taken, and just drew the 5th foul on Jarzewski. 1:12 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys now lead 53-51. Looking to make it a 3-point lead with this Colin Roberts free throw. Got it. Colin Roberts up to, I believe, 17 points. I'll tally that up later when there's not 1:03 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 54-51. Cowboys lead Frazee, trailed by at least 15 here in this ball game. Oshak looking to get in the paint, puts up a jumper over the 6'6" Dallin Ernst. Rebounded inside, shot is up, off the mark. George Flynn showing off the athleticism, getting the rebound, and draws the foul. 47.3 seconds remaining after that foul. We'll see who it's on. I want to say it's on Bernardes, and it is. And I think that's his 3rd foul. Yeah, it is. 3rd foul. Flynn going to the charity stripe for 2 free throws. First one rattles in. Believe it or not, only his first point of the second half. He had 7 at halftime. Got off to a very nice start to this ball game. Flynn gets the next one to drop. 2-for-2 trip. 1-point game. Breckenridge in the lead. 45 seconds remaining. 54-53. Keep in mind, no shot clock. They do not have to put up a shot if they don't want to. They can just play keep away if they want. You know, the 4-corner offense, as Coach Graham let me know that was called. Gavin Peterson with the ball. Gets it over to Jack Johnson. Johnson feeds it inside to Roberts, and we got a foul. I mean, if they would have held the ball long enough, you know, they would have had to get fouled eventually. Roberts gets 2 free throws. It is double bonus. Little brief history on how his night has gone at the free throw line. Misses first 3, 0-for-2 in the first half. Misses first one in the second half, but buried that clutch free throw after that N1 earlier in the game. Roberts puts the free throw up and gets it to drop. Colin Roberts made his last 2, looking to make it 3 in a row. Gets 50% on the game. Started off missing 3, now he's going to try to make 3. Ends up missing. Now we got a 2-point game, 55-53, 25 seconds remaining. Flynn, skip pass over to Selly. He's got Gavin Peterson on him. Back to Flynn, senior leader for this squad. Flynn, Bernardes guarding. Looks to get into the perimeter, and we got a timeout by Frazee. I believe it is a full timeout. We'll hang out here for the full timeout. Kind of give a recap of what this game is, what we've seen in this wild basketball game. We, started off, Breckenridge just had a tough time getting anything going offensively. Had a very long scoring drought in the opening half. Ended up trailing 30-15. That was as big of a lead as it ended up being. Cut the lead to 9 at halftime. Get a little bit of momentum going to the locker room. Came out, rode that momentum to make it I think it was a 5-point game. And then Frazee strung together some nice possessions to make it an 11-point game. And then Breckenridge battled back and clawed back. We'll say that. It was just absolutely a gritty way to cut down into that lead. They got some massive buckets out of Alex Sanchez, who's now out of the game with 5 fouls. Buried 3 triples here in the second half. He has 11 of his, actually 12 of his 21 points here. I might have to go back and check that, but I know he's got 3 triples here in the second half. 12 of his 21 points came in the second half. We'll say that 9 at halftime. And now, after some clutch plays by Colin Roberts, we got a 55-53 game. Frazee looking to tie it up or take the lead on this possession. They got 15.4 seconds to do it. Flynn inbounding in front of his own bench. Gets it inside. Jack Johnson ends up batting the pass. Ends up hitting Coach Vegan in the face. He's not phased. And they didn't take any time off the clock on that one. You'd have to be pretty quick, kind of like ultra speed on that one. Flynn gets it into Selly. Selly looking to drive in the middle and ends up throwing it inside. It's stolen away possibly, but we got a jump ball. Possession arrow is to Frazee. So if it is a jump ball, it stays here either way. 9.8 seconds remaining. Good discipline by the Cowboys to not foul in that hectic situation. Flynn about ready to inbound it. Gets it, tries to get it in Johansson. He tips it. Selly with the ball now. Selly loses the ball. Up to Flynn. Gets it over to Johansson. 3 seconds remaining. Oshak with the ball. Puts it up and shows out the mark. They're going to say Jack Johnson fouled him. And he did kind of bend that arm a little bit, but we got to see if that's 3 free throws or 2. 2 free throws, I believe. It is 2 free throws. He was inside the arc, so that is massive. And I think that's 4 on Johnson. So Oshak heads to the charity stripe. And Coach Lip trying to get a timeout, but nobody can hear him. So we got a timeout. Once again, we're going to run through what we got here. Coach Lip had to run past half court. You could tell one of the Frazee coaches were saying, you can't go out that far, but he's saying, he's got to hear me. So that was just, what started out as just an absolute fantastic defensive possession. You know, and a tough jumper, and Jack doing his best to contest it, but, you know, you got to keep the arm straight up. I think he had a little bit of a bend to it. I caught the arm a little bit. And it's just tough to be able to, you know, not get any arm on that one with how close he was playing. But either way, I don't know if Coach Lip is trying to let him know what you got to do. I think the big thing he's saying is do not let a putback happen. You know, if the second free throw just happens to not go. Because Frazee has the size advantage. They've dominated the glass most of the night. So I think what he's saying is if this free throw does not go down, you make sure that you guys box out hard. Make them have to get it over the back if they're going to try to get a rebound out of this situation. And Frazee has Oshak at the charity stripe. Kale Oshak, he's got 4 points, 2 for 2 on his free throws so far. In the paint, got George Flynn, who's got the vertical leap that we've seen him sky for rebounds tonight. So he's a putback threat. And then we got Johansson, the 6'6 post, also down there. First free throw is up and good. Kale Oshak, ice in his veins. We'll see if it continues. Got a 1-point game, 0.3 seconds left, and 1 free throw to tie this up and force overtime. Oshak puts it up, and it goes in. 0.3 seconds remaining. Cowboys don't have enough time to get up a shot. I think Coach Lip trying to say he was calling for a timeout. But either way, timeout didn't happen. We are going to likely have overtime here. 55-55. At the end of regulation, and we do. I'm not 100% sure what Coach Lip's let him know. If he was trying to get a timeout, didn't even have a timeout left. Either way, we got bonus basketball. I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are too. All of you listeners on B92.7, all you viewers on KBMW News Live. Breckenridge 1-0 in games that went in overtime this year. That actually went into 2 overtimes, caveat. And if you include football, 2-0 in overtime games as well. So fittingly, they had that overtime game against Frazee. Once again, I am so glad that it is not a 0-0 score heading into overtime like it was there. And credit to Kale Oshak, stepping up to the charity stripe. No fear. 6-foot junior. has all 6 of his points here in the second half with a field goal and then 4 free throws. 55-55. You got 4 minutes to party in the second half, or in this overtime. So some starters out of the game. Cam Nito's out of the game, as is Alex Sanchez. Sanchez fouled out. I'm not sure if Nito did, though. I'll have to double check that. So starting this second half will be Jack Johnson, Colin Roberts, Dylan Bernardes, and newcomers to this starting lineup, Dallin Ernst and Gavin Peterson. Let's see who Frazee is going to roll with. I know they got one starter that has fouled out, so Flynn will be in, along with Johansson, Oshak, Mr. Clutch, Selly. Did a great second half. Might have already said Selly, my apologies. And then Ian Cottrell. So it'll be Johansson against Ernst. Pair of 6'6" dudes. Johansson wins it. He's got the length advantage. Colin Roberts comes away with it. Gavin Peterson with the ball. Swings it up to Dylan Bernardes. Bernardes gets it to Roberts. Roberts looks to get downhill. Dishes it out to Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Bernardes near the half-court circle. Bernardes has his pass tipped and out of bounds. 3:41 remaining in this overtime on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm praying for one overtime. Know if I can handle another double overtime game this year. I don't know if my heart can take it. Roberts looks to drive and then pulls it back out. Dribbles it around the perimeter. Gets it out to Johnson in the right corner. Johnson over to Peterson. Peterson back out to Johnson on the right wing. 3:24 remaining in this overtime on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Still no shot taken by the Cowboys since getting the opening tip. Gavin Peterson looking to change that. Gets a 3 to drop. Mr. Clutch. Gavin Peterson with the triple in overtime. Selly dishes it over to Flynn. Flynn looking to answer, gets it over to Johansson. And Oshak almost loses the ball. Flynn gets it over to Selly. Selly looking to direct traffic and tries to dish it off and has it stolen away by Johnson. Johnson looking to keep it alive, and Peterson can't get there in time. I think he tried to say the pass was tipped. I'm not falling for it, though the officials definitely aren't. Flynn with the ball in front of his own team's bench. 58-55, Gavin Peterson dropped in the three-pointer to start off this overtime. 2:42 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Back cut by Flynn. Nice dish off to Johansson, who drops it in for 2. Johansson cuts the lead to 1. 58-57 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Roberts to Peterson. Gets it over to Dallin Ernst. Dallin Ernst looking for an open teammate. Gets it over to Colin Roberts. Roberts dribbles over to the left side. Dishes it inside to Peterson. Peterson has his shot blocked. You got to know, even if you got the size, giving up that much size, you got to pull it out. George Flynn. It's over to Selly. Back to Flynn. Coach Lip trying to spark his squad. Just slap the court emphatically. And Johnson ends up coming away with the steal. Picked it beautifully when they tried to do a dribble handoff. Dylan Bernardes with the ball. Back out to Johnson. Gavin Peterson with the ball. Over to Roberts. Roberts looking to drive middle, actually. Just going to hang out here. 1:37 remaining in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this overtime. 58-57 your score. Johnson drives inside, kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson over to Roberts. Roberts drives inside, puts up a floater, off the mark. Dallin Ernst with the rebound. He's going to go up for it. Shot is off the mark, rebounded by Johnson. 1:21 remaining. Johnson's going to put up a floater, off the mark, and rebounded by Frazee. 1:15 remaining. Flynn over to Selly. Selly with a hard pass fake. Back to Flynn at the top of the key, playing with 4 fouls, as I said. Has been for a while. Smart, playing smart to not get that 5th one. Cottrell has it. Over to Flynn. Bernardes guarding there. Flynn over to Johansson. Selly wide open on the right wing. He's going to drive inside. Nice Euro step around the defender, and he's got it for the lead. Selly with a nice bucket. 59-58, Frazee in the lead. Gavin Peterson, 40 seconds remaining. Dishes it over to Bernardes. Breckenridge did lose in overtime to Frazee at Frazee last year. Colin Roberts driving inside. Has a double team. Bernardes with the ball. Looking to drive inside. Goes up with the right hand. Layup and gets it to drop. 26 seconds remaining. Dylan Bernardes, one of the biggest buckets of his career, makes it a 60-59 game. 17 seconds remaining. On the Carlson Family Insurance score, Frazee takes a timeout. We'll stay here though. 15.4 seconds remaining. On the massive bucket by Bernardes, and give him credit because he had some drives earlier on in this game where it looked like he had a pretty clean look to the cup, went up for it and could not get it to drop, and he stuck with it. Had a clutch basket near the end of regulation. And now that one, it doesn't get much more clutch than that. He's got 7 points tonight. And not a whole lot of offense other than Roberts in this lineup that they're going with here in the overtime. As Johnson's got 2 points. Dallin Ernst hasn't scored yet. And then 6 from Peterson. He had 3 starting the overtime. And Bernardes only had 5. So you lose a lot of scoring when you only have like 3 guys kind of pulling, or 2 or 3 guys pulling the weight. And Sanchez is fouled out of the game. Looks like they're sticking with this lineup. They ain't broke, don't fix it. Coach Lip's probably letting him know you got to be disciplined. No fouls on jump shots. Play tough. Be straight up. And Breckenridge sticking with this lineup. I believe Frazee is as well. I was surprised, a little surprised that with how Parsons has been playing, he's not in the lineup, but better fit personnel-wise with what they're going with, I'm sure. So they're trying to get Selly open right away. A long pass over to Flynn. Jumps up and gets it like a wide receiver. Drops it in! For, I don't know if that was a 3 or a 2. It was a 3. It was a leaning 3, too. That just adds even more to the difficulty of the shot. 10.2 seconds remaining as Coach Lip has called the timeout. And we'll see what they're going to draw up here, but George Flynn, who did not start this ball game after I'm pretty sure he was a starter last year, came off the bench, gave them some great energy in the opening half. And now he's got 5 of their 7 points here in the overtime. So I got him down for 12 on the night. But those 2 buckets were just absolutely massive. So far, they've outscored the Cowboys 7-2 to get this 62-60 lead here in overtime. 10.2 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Coach Leb drawing up the play. I saw them say something to Dylan Bernardes, so they might be kind of saying you want the last shot. I'm not 100% sure, just speculating a little bit. Everybody loves a radio guy who loves to speculate. Frazee sticking with their lineup of Cottrell, Flynn, Johansson, Selly, and Oshak. Oshak who hit the big free throws to force overtime. Flynn hit that massive triple to give his squad the 2-point lead. Bernardes, looks like there was a bit of a mix-up on the matchup. They had to send Oshak back there to pick up Johnson. So bringing the ball up with 10.2 seconds remaining is Bernardes. He gets a ball screen from Ernst. Not a bad guy to get a screen from. Looks to get downhill. Kicks it outside. They're going to call a charge instead. Bernardes just coming in with a full head of steam and was too focused on the kick out. Breckenridge coaches saying, get up, get ready to foul. 2-point game, 4.8 seconds remaining. And it looks like they're sending in a couple subs for Frazee. Sending in Vegan and Blaine. So I think they're trying to get all their great free throw shooters out there. No surprise there. Flynn looking to throw it up and gets it to Vegan. And they're saying foul, foul, foul. Oh, and now they're going to probably say Colin Roberts. He was trying to push, and they're going to call a personal. Oh, and now he got pushed. Well, that's a tech. So Colin Roberts got the intentional foul. And then I believe Selly went over and pushed him after the fact. So Selly gets the technical foul. But we're going to have to see how they rule all this up. Breckenridge trailing 62-60. And I know Roberts is going to try to say, hey, I tried fouling him once. You guys didn't give me the foul call. So I'm just doing what I know is going to get the foul call here. Time's pretty precious here. Is me kind of playing devil's advocate a little bit. So Going to be the intentional foul on Roberts. And then a technical foul on Selly. So we'll see how they kind of roll it up. I think technical gets the ball, but after an intentional foul, I don't know if that, kind of messes everything up. I'm not sure. So we'll see how they do this. So Johansson checking into the game for sure. And 3 fouls on Selly, so he'll stay in the game. Breckenridge sticking with their 5. So a pair of free throws for Vegan. Or no, Blaine. My apologies. Asher Blaine can put up a pair of free throws. First one's off the mark. Asher Blaine had 2 points before this trip to the free throw line. 2.1 seconds remaining. And the shot is up. And off the back iron again. 0 for 2 trip. And now Breckenridge, I believe, gets a pair of free throws. And then possession with the technical? Am I wrong? No, that is... I didn't know if there was a way to mess with the rule there, but Dylan Bernardes now goes to the charity stripe for a pair of free throws. And then they get the ball, because the technical foul trumps the intentional foul. Dylan Bernardes puts up the free throw, and it rattles in. Dylan Bernardes with a chance to tie this game and force double overtime. Just with 2.1 seconds remaining. Free throw is up. And, does not rattle in. But Breckenridge will have the ball with 2.1 seconds remaining. Bernardes inbounding it. Bernardes inbounding near half court on the sideline across from his team's bench. 2.1 seconds. Game on the line. Jack Johnson looking to get open. They go into Roberts. Roberts, step back dribble. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. They're saying he stepped out of bounds, I believe. Yes, they are. So he kind of took a dribble and then tried to hit the fadeaway. And pending another technical foul here, that should do it. That's about the only thing, or a 5 call here, and then I don't know what Breckenridge would have to have a miracle tip. I don't really know. 0.6 seconds remaining. Well, that gives you a little more time to get the ball back. So if Breckenridge can force a 5 call here, they get the ball with a little time for an oop. Flynn looking to get it inbounded, and they get it inbounded, and Selly catches it, and that is game. Frazee picking up the victory in Breckenridge, 62-61. In a wild game that could have ended with a technical foul, ending up forcing another overtime, or even deciding who is going to end up winning that game. So just one of the more bizarre finishes I've seen. As we take a quick break and head into our Hornets Team Family Chiropractic post-game show. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
More Engineering has been dedicated to finding sustainable engineering solutions for cities like Wapaton for more than 60 years. They offer a wide range of services, including civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental services that advance the region's infrastructure. As a 100% employee-owned company, they are committed to providing quality projects and building relationships in the communities they serve. Visit moreengineeringinc.com to learn more, or stop by their location in Wapaton. More Engineering, improving lives by building strong communities.
Back and neck pain can keep you from enjoying the things you love. At Essentia Health, our team of spine care specialists will evaluate your symptoms and create a tailored treatment plan that fits your lifestyle. You will get the expert care you need when you need it. Working together, we can get you back to the activities you love. This is Essentia Health Spine Care, like nowhere else. EssentiaHealth.org.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
There are several things that make me proud to be part of Breckenridge Senior High School. My students are very hardworking and respectful. Those two qualities make my school day enjoyable. They have been working hard on active classroom lessons this year. Students enjoy working together and are finding that they can learn from each other. I'm also proud to be teaching college math classes to our juniors and seniors. These classes have challenged our students to become more academically responsible for their learning. Breckenridge is a great school, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
When you think of amazing burgers, I'm pretty sure I know what comes to mind.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
No, not that.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
What? No, not that. You think of the Wilkin Drink and Eatery in Breckenridge. Their delicious half-pound burgers are unrivaled, and the best night to get them is when they're $3 off on Burger Night every Monday after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company since 1897. Go check out the best burgers in the Twin Towns.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome to the Hornstein Family Chiropractic postgame show. Chiropractic care is a family affair. Oof, that's a tough one for the Cowboys to have to let go of. 62-61, and just an absolute wild battle. Overtime was forced by a pair of free throws by Cale Oshak, and then a massive three-pointer, a leaning three-pointer off balance by George Flynn. Gave him the lead, and Breckenridge had to foul. Colin Roberts fouled a little harder than Frazee wanted them to. He got the intentional foul, which could have basically wrapped up the game for Frazee, but one of Frazee's players decided to shove Roberts, kind of send a message. Almost cost him the game because Breckenridge then got 2 free throws and the ball, but Frazee caught a break because only one of the free throws dropped, and when Breckenridge got the ball, they couldn't capitalize, passing it, and then Colin Roberts ended up stepping out of bounds. So a lucky break for Frazee after a costly, what could have been a very costly mistake, ended up costing them, or could have cost them the game, as I said, but, ended up not happening anyways. I'll run through some of your scoring here in this postgame show, brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic once again. 21 points from your leading scorer in this ball game. That was Alex Sanchez. 18 from Colin Roberts, then 8 from Dylan Bernades, and great second half and overtime for Dylan Bernades, despite not being able to get that free throw drop at the end. But a great game after the first half overall. And then 5 points from Gavin Peterson, including a massive triple there in the overtime. 4 points from Gavin Snyder off the bench. 2 points each from Jack Johnson and Cam Nito, and then 1 point from Dallin Ernst as he buried a free throw in this ball game. Actually, I take that back. Ernst did not have a bucket in this game. My apologies. I actually rolled that over from somewhere else. And then leading scorer for Frazee in this ball game, they had a pair of guys in double figures. 13 from Selly, and then 10 from Jonathan Parsons. George Flynn had I almost forgot about his three-pointer. He was in double figures with 12. So my apologies to George Flynn now. Has shortchanged him a little bit, but Frazee coming away with a 62-61 victory. We'll take a quick break on this Hornets Team Family Chiropractic post-game show and then come back with your player of the game, which is brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Southern Valley's fastest internet is now available without a phone line. That's right, you can get fiber-fast internet from Red River Communications, no phone line required. It's been recognized as one of the fastest internet connections anywhere in the country. Whether you're streaming the latest movie or connecting with friends, FiberFast makes it go, well, faster. Stop the buffering suffering and visit getfiberfast.com or call Red River Communications at 701-553-8309. Red River Communications, go faster with fiber.
Welcome back to the Hornets Team Family Chiropractic post-game show. Chiropractic care is a family affair. As we wrap up the show, once again, Breckenridge losing a tight one in overtime, the second OT game of the year, and couldn't come away with the win in this one after the double overtime win against Battle Lake. Maybe if it goes double overtime, they get the win. Maybe they win that battle of endurance. But Breckenridge just coming up short here against Frazee. Had a few breaks had a few opportunities to get that lead at the end. Just couldn't convert. Not only just at the free throw line on those technical free throws, but also at some other key moments as well. With 2 seconds left, trying to get a bucket when they were trailing by 1, and then earlier in the game too, had some costly turnovers. You can look back at a million things in a game and kind of figure out where you might have lost out on a bucket or two. So I'm not going to harp on that too much. I think Breckenridge has a lot of good things to take away from this game as far as how they stuck with this game. Trailed by 15 in the opening half, 30-15 they were down. Trailed by 11 in the second half at one point. So just a fantastic effort by the Cowboys sticking with it. And got to give them credit for, like I said, sticking with it till the end, even though they didn't come up with a win. But they got another game against Frazee later on in the year. That's the beautiful thing about conference play. You always get to loop back and try to get revenge if you don't get the first one. But that'll do it for me. Turner Bluff is here on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live, also airing on B92.7 FM. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Oh, how did I almost forget our player of the game? Why didn't you remind me of that, Ashton? I got to get the player of the game, which is brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And, I'm very close to going with Alex Sanchez. He was the leading scorer. Probably led them in a couple other categories, too. Had the dunk of the year, most likely, in this ball game. But Alex Sanchez, I'm not going with him. I'm going with Colin Roberts in this ball game. I think it was the most complete game he's played all year. One of probably his best scoring game of the year, without a doubt. And he also tied his charges taken record that I assume he has with 4 on the night. So that's my player of the game. Brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you, Colin Roberts. Fantastic showing. And on to the next one, as it always is. On to the next one. So thank you all so much once again for tuning in. I'm not 100% sure I think we got 3 Breck games next week, including the border battle next Saturday. Oh, I'm excited about that one. So make sure to tune in for that, everybody. Make sure to go check our broadcast schedule on KBMWnews.com. And one more time before I go, your final score, 62-61, Frazee coming out on top. Thanks for listening, everybody.
B92.7. It's awesome. Great music.